They have. They've been in every game. I mean, I know they're like us. They're struggling, with the record, but they've been competitive. The defense is maybe, it's got a lot to do with that. Really good up front. This number 0 is not fun to watch when you're getting ready to play him. It'd be fun to watch if you were just watching the game. He played at Alabama. He's played at Michigan. I guess he played for the head coach there in high school. So now he's found a home in Charlotte, and he's really talented, big, fast. I mean, great pass rusher. The other ends are good too, though. They've got 3 ends that really, you have to know where they're at. You're going to have to make some blocking adjustments to do that. And then they're just huge inside. The one guy, it says 380. He looks 450. Kind of reminds me of that old wrestler. It used to be at North Carolina State with that guy, whatever, Thad something. He's huge. So it's hard to move them. It's really hard to move them. And it's really pretty talented secondary. They've given up some big plays, which has been their Achilles. But they've had Maryland. They were beating Maryland into the fourth quarter. Florida struggled to beat them. Florida's doing okay, I guess, as well. So they've played good teams as well. So it'd be a big challenge again for us offensively.
The offensive line struggled last week a little bit. I mean, how did that help
We struggled just totally, to be honest with you. We had been getting better, and then I thought we slid back a little bit last week. Now, SMU gets some of that credit. They're really talented, defensively. They probably had something to do with that, but we just struggled to just get any continuity. And yet we were in the game, and you play to win the game. It was 14-10. We had the momentum going into the half, I thought, and we got the ball coming out the second half. So we played it a little bit conservatively before the half because of that. And I was just really disappointed that we didn't come out and mount a drive. The first play, this is what kind of night it was, the very first play, which you go over coming out of the half. All right, this is the first play we're going to run. And 7 people had bust out of the 11 on that. So that's bad coaching right there now, because we'd just gone over the play. And I don't know how that can happen, but we're racking our brains trying to figure it out. And all that, and it's still a ball game, late, and we turn it over twice on offense. And that's what I thought was the difference in the game, because I really thought still because the kids were playing hard. Now, they were getting after it. It wasn't that. It wasn't effort. It's just we had penalties. We had blown assignments. We missed blocks. We had guys open. We didn't throw it to the right guy. It was just all those things together. We didn't play very well. So, got to get back on track this week. Got to play better at all positions. Coach better. We got to do it all better.
I talked to a former ECU quarterback and receiver about that interception, and the receiver kind of blamed the quarterback kind of blamed the receiver. So
yeah.
Break the tie.
Well, I just say blame me. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to me. People need somebody to blame. I get that. I'm your guy. Blame me because, it was a mesh route. Quarterback thought he was going to keep running. Receiver thought he should stop. It's one of those deals. Everybody's played quarterback and receiver knows exactly what we're talking about with that. You got to be on the same page. But, I don't know. I think just blame me. I'm the guy. I'd say bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say.
I asked Coach Houston about the Flynn fumble. And if replays could be coming to he said it was almost impossible to get it off before they blow the whistle. I trying.
Well, we were, and we didn't do maybe the best job of getting into a really quick, you got what's called tempo plays. We were calling that because we knew they were going to challenge it. I couldn't tell, we could see the replay. I said, it's inconclusive. I think that's the word. I didn't see how they could see, but he did. He fumbled it. Flynn, said later that he fumbled the ball. The guy just took it from him. The guy's just out, wrestled him for the ball. But they won't let you do that hardly anymore. Everybody still tries to do that. They wait until right when you snap the ball, then they're going to blow it dead. So that's as soon as we did that, that's exactly what they did. And that was crucial, the 2 back-to-back turnovers. Because we had the ball around midfield there, I'm saying, with down 4. I thought we had a chance.
Nice, bit of a loaded question, but you guys, I think most people knew y'all take a step back offensively this year, given what you lost.
Yeah.
What do you think has kind of led to such a big drop off? Is it a combination of things? Or?
It is. It's just Coach Mogridge has come in new, and he said it was, it's the perfect storm, which is not a good thing. The storm's not good, you know what I'm saying? Then that we lost a lot of the production, a lot of those players. We just lost them all everywhere. But, you keep thinking, well, you'll get them replaced, somebody will step up, and eventually they will. I don't want to. Well, maybe I do want to sound a little bit like Dion. You better get us quickly because we got a lot. Like Chase Sowell's got 4 years. We got some guys got 3 years and stuff like that. Now, in today's world, can you keep them that long? Can you keep guys here? But the portal hurt us. Juniors coming out hurt you. How do you prepare? You try. That's your job. You try to prepare, but we just didn't get it done. But we're not disappointed with the guys we got. We love the guys we got. You know what I'm saying? So we're not doing that at all either. We just got to play better. We just got to do better. We got to do better because we are better than we're playing. We're better than this. And still got some season left, though. That's one thing. I would have thought it could have been really bad Sunday, could have been a bad practice on Tuesday. I've had a lot of great years. I've had some bad years. It's not my first bad year, so I've been through it before. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do it again, but I did. But the kids came out Tuesday. Coach is just doing a good job. I've never seen Coach Houston better. And, that's when you really see the greatness. Because when things are going right, like we were watching some tape, I said, wow, we got to figure out what are we not doing that we used to do. So I put a play on there. We're playing Temple, and Keaton Mitchell goes in motion. He knocks the ball out of Holton's hands. Holton picks it up off the ground, throws it out there to Keaton blindly, and he goes 75 yards and scores. I thought, well, okay, that wasn't coaching. That wasn't special. That wasn't anything. We just got some guys but we were on a roll. Seems like when you're on a roll, things start to go your way. And when you're not on a roll, man, it just seems like everything goes against you, so we just got to break the string. And I think how you do that is you go win. The kids, as long as they keep playing hard, though, they'll be okay.
See some things to build off of with Mason.
Yeah. It's hard to lose a game like that and then, list some positives, which you do. We list positives, we list negatives. Mason grew in that game. He definitely is a great competitor. He has got the want to in him. I thought he's starting to earn the respect of the other players. I see that. That's been a big thing at quarterback, the drop-off from having an experienced quarterback who was the total leader of the team, especially the offense. Nobody wanting to step up. That's the negative to not maybe having one guy that's going to be the starter. And, all the people are like, why don't you change quarterbacks? Well, you don't just change your quarterback because it does more than change the rhythm of the game. Sometimes it changes the whole structure of the team. He's not as good, or we can't count on him. Why are they taking him out? And that's the negative of that. But I think the players seem to rally around Mason a little bit, and I'm excited about his future, though. Still, I've not wavered from that. We're never throwing him away, and he's had a good week. And at some point, I wished I knew. I wished I had that crystal ball, that I could tell you when it's going to be. I just keep hoping it's this week, and it is going to be one of these weeks. Okay, so hopefully it is this week because we need it.
With the dual quarterback system that you mentioned, how do you kind of monitor when to go to the other guy or when to take him out? And I know you saw both in different situations.
Well, it's been different. There have been games where we said we're going to play somebody, a certain series or, whatever, and then there's been games where we're saying, no, it's his game unless we got to go the other way. For example, Rice was going to be Alex's game, and Mason knew that, and you may play and you may not, depends on what it was. Last week, Mason knew he was going in the third series. We said we're going to do these 2 drives and then you're going to go, and then whoever has the most momentum will play. And I thought, there was a time then we went back to Alex, and then we went back to that. At that point, we were just looking for an answer, just somebody that could lead us and could make some plays. So I'm not probably the right one to give the answer. This is a head coach's question for how we're going to do it this week, but we will have a specific plan this week. But that's probably his thing. I think that's why he makes the big bucks.
Anything else for Coach?
Donnie, you've been around a while.
Don't say that. You make say I'm old, and you're saying I'm old.
Jeff Charles was around even longer.
God, I miss him.
The Hall of Fame this weekend. Just any thoughts from
Well, that's one of those things that makes you happy, because he deserves that so much. And then it almost makes me want to start crying a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets emotional because I miss him really a lot more than I ever thought. I wasn't that close to Jeff when I was here the first time. I was a peon. I guess nobody gave a rat's butt about who I was or whatever. Nobody ever asked to talk to me very much. Brian Bailey did every now and then, I guess, because he couldn't get anybody else to do the show. But it came back. I did so many more of these things with Jeff, and he was special now. I mean, we've lost a treasure there, and that won't be quickly, replaced or whatever. I think the crew's doing a good job and all that. I'm not saying that, but yeah, it's one of those things that makes you just smile, but then you almost start crying. If that makes any sense,
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.